getting straight underway with a bagging track pretty early on in this match. So expect to see a few Waluigi's on this minimap driving backwards. Now I notice we have a Daisy on the minimap as well. Is that a computer player, or is that actually someone who is just gone Daisy?
I'm not sure. Maybe when he uses his rear view, we can see. But for now, Daisuke is holding the first place. He wants the horn now, and it's not getting it so far. But I mean, it's only lap one, and you can see as well there are five, six players on the back. Two looking for
Mhm.
that shark, and five looking for Dutch. So, uh, 100% we're going to see at least one shark in this track.
Ooh, Daisuke getting the trail on the Daisy, which we still do not know who that is quite yet. But as you said, talking about not having a horn, to be honest, on this track, I don't think that's actually too bad because
Ooh,
oh, that
running
blooper
banana.
and the and, and the
I'm getting
green as
green.
well for good measure.
Yeah.
And then we do see the Daisy is Team Austria, currently a top 2-4 for Daisuke, but a blue shell wouldn't be too detrimental or devastating here because shocks will usually come anyway, which we still haven't seen just yet. That Waluigi is very, very far back. Would not surprise me if they DC'd. Lots of dodges being activated by Team Austria right now, so I don't think the Austrians have a shock. Not too sure about Team Netherlands as Daisuke pulls a star in fifth, going to instantly go into that, providing him crucial invincibility. Got to watch out for this fire, though.
Interesting. Oh,
And there's the
late
shock.
shock. Yeah, late
Very,
shock.
very late. Daisuke kind of getting the short end of the stick at the lap 3 of that race. But yes, 1, 3, 4, 5 for Team Netherlands. I was actually just about to bring up right before the results showed. We saw a lot of Netherlands up there once Daisuke did get taken out. And Team Austria, I think you could kind of assume they were going for a shock, but even though they did pull it right at the very end, the damage had already been done, and well, too little, too late, and well, yeah, is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say at the end, interesting that there wasn't a shock in Josh's circuit because, I mean, it's like cheese or desert too. Uh, Most of the time, you see at least one shock, and two shocks are not uncommon. So yeah, and we're now going to GBA Mario Circuit as the second race of the race. Obviously, an Austria pick. So let's see if they can take the advantage to get in track pick.
Yeah, back-to-back baggers to open up this war, which you do have to remember that could play a pretty big part in how the rest of this war falls out because of course, once a track has been picked, you cannot pick it again unless you want to face a 20-point penalty for your team, which you most definitely do not want to do that. So less bagging track to be played in the second half of this war, I am sure. So we see Aurora chilling in a star in 8th, holding a dodge in 7th. So if Team Austria can pull a shock and use it fairly quickly, this could be pretty good for them. What is last place holding? They did not cut any of the off-road, and it's making me a little bit suspicious here, Kanoso.
No shock for now. We'll see. Oh, triple reds planned egg. Really good for killing Bantox there. And okay, he could have killed a Jory there, but maybe it was too risky because Allen was just taking cut in front of him.
Another dodge for Aurora in 8th. Triple greens, the cursed 8th place box. Make that quad greens. Not the item you really wanted to pull. Jory going to be taken out via a boomerang. I wonder if that's a blue shell being held in last place. It is indeed, as the blue shell finally gets thrown.
Mario, oof, that green was scary for Dantax. Mario Circuit without shock again, so
Kind of
ooh,
crazy.
no shock in two bagging tracks and 2, 3, 4, 6 for Netherlands, which is going to be a pretty good race for them.
Yeah, it will indeed. That first place for Team Austria was kind of crucial there because if that was, say, a top three, well, not only is that a guaranteed winning race, but it would have been it would have been a pretty good one for Team Netherlands. Pretty good supporting spots outside of the top three for the most part as well. So Team Netherlands are going to be extending their lead past race two, going into race three. Dolphin Shoals
Yeah, I
opted.
like the big Netherlands dolphin shows getting that
Mhm.
234 because I mean dolphin shows and TM for 234 are the most common ones, but to be honest, in my opinion, I like more dolphin shows for 234, maybe TM for top two enemy or something like that. But Austria getting the track pick again. Now it's a 3-0.
These disconnections as well, kind of proving to be a little bit troublesome for Austria. It's twice now in two races. Team Austria have had a disconnection. I do believe it was the same player. Did not catch if a substitution has been pulled into this match. We'll get some confirmation on that shortly. I think that was a Team Austrian member getting taken out by a green.
So probably a top three for Netherlands, I believe now.
This
Okay.
fire is a huge pull, going to be taking out
Yeah.
not only Lin, but also Daisuke, as Alan is still holding down the fort in first place. I say that as Stir does shroom up, taking that first place. Alpaca is going to be greened out. That may have actually been a self green there.
Okay, now with a red in fourth and Van Dogs. Okay, now we're with Daisuke. He's holding four shrooms in six, and there's a Wally on the back there. I don't think he's going to get shocked unless he slow downs here in that set. Oh, triple reds. Actually, that's pretty good for
Wow.
them.
That's more than pretty good. That's amazing. That's an amazing pull. Not only are you going to be taking out one member of Team Austria, but make that two. And what is that pull in fourth? Triple Shroom Star. That is absolutely insane. Now, I do say that. Oh no!
Oh,
The blue shell.
yeah, getting blood, and also like he did take him to the back, not the front.
Yeah.
Now
Alrighty. A single Shroom right now in fourth. As Alan's going to get taken out. That's going to be pretty crucial, I think, because I'm tempted to believe that's a top two for Netherlands now, unless there is another. We do see Vantox in second. Banana on the double box. Triple reds
oh,
in
triple
third
red.
from
Okay.
Aurora. Another insane pull for the Austrian. But
Oh,
there
of
goes
course,
the shock.
yeah. Netherlands got the shock. Bantax went
Yeah.
off the track on the glider, so he dodged the shock and the red. So that's kind of it's amazing for Netherlands. Ooh,
Oh,
also Daisuke stealing a coin, not getting shrooms with that ghost, and not able to take a cut. So he's going to lose a little bit of spots here, but still fifth.
oh
And
no. Nera getting taken out. That's
yeah,
going to be absolutely huge for Team Netherlands.
oof, yeah.
1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Make that a bottom three for Team Austria. And right off the bat, after three races, Team Austria, they are in some deep trouble.
Yeah, Austria got the opportunity to take out the up two with those triple reds, but yeah, the shag was is just stronger the triple reds.
Yeah, that shock was pretty brutal from the side of Team Netherlands, as well as Nera getting taken out on the line. That's a huge point swing because what was a 1-3-4-5 for Team Netherlands, right? That could have been like a one, I don't know, like a 1-4-5-6 maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Twisted Mansion is going to be the track pick for Team Austria, but once again,
Okay, no. We got
not going
the
to get.
Netherlands track pick now. So DK Jungle, my favorite track of the game. Let's see how Netherlands handles the initial bombs on this track
Yeah,
because if you don't space properly, you're probably losing your spot because you're hitting the off road.
yeah. Turn one and turn two, as we are just approaching right now. A little chicane, if you want to call it. Yeah, bumps are simply put pretty damn insane. If you get bumped into the off-road, you can find yourself from sometimes like first to last. You gotta watch out and have your happy feet on. As triple green's being pulled by Aurora, it's going to be a pretty unfortunate team kill. Not too much you can do about that, really. That is just it's just how the game goes sometimes. But that's going to put Team Netherlands ahead, and they're going to have the advantage quite early on.
Yeah, and I believe this is a top four for Netherlands, I believe. Oh,
Ooh,
someone is taken out by that green. I didn't see who that was. And I believe Austria should go for shock, and they're doing it all now. There's a Waligi on the back looking for that shock. But
yeah.
if they don't get it, this is looking so good for Netherlands.
I mean, yeah. At this point, you don't really have a choice. You pretty much have to go for shock, because if the enemy team is top five
Triple
on
greens.
on this kind of track, nice triple greens from Aurora onto Lin there, and there's
And
the
shock.
shock.
Yep. Okay.
I wonder if Lin actually dodged that shock after being taken out. I
Uh,
don't think so, but that's that squash is not going to do Aurora any favors. Blue shell coming in though.
uh, is that triple reds or triple greens? I believe
It's
it's triple
triple
greens, and
greens for
yeah,
Lucas.
and the pack is insanely close now. So, oh,
Oh,
that plan, that's unfortunate.
and with the pack being insanely close, that plant is going to do a lot of damage. More so to Team Austria. Still seeing a lot of Austria back here, Canoso. I think even after that
Yep.
shot, Team Netherlands are still holding on to quite a lot of their top spots, and it makes you wonder, even with a shock, if shocks aren't working for Team Austria, then what else are they supposed
Ooh,
to do?
missing the
No
bus.
box in ninth for Aurora. These triple reds from Nira, his teammate. I don't think there's really too much he can do with these triple reds anyway. It's just his teammate above, ahead and behind him. That's going to be another gigantic race for Team Netherlands as they extend their lead a top 4, 6,
Ooh,
12.
yeah, that's crazy good for them. I mean, even with that shock, they couldn't come back as much because I mean the pack was so close, and I believe Daisuke put a plant there and killed like two or three people from Austria. So yeah, all the momentum they got from the shock was lost there.
Yeah, it's safe to say that Team Austria are down by quite a lot after what was just race 4, 70 points. That is quite the mountain to climb. It is possible to come back, though, no doubt. They have 8 races, which is, of course, more than enough time to do so. But if you are Team Austria, you are, at this point, A, going to be hoping for those track picks to try and reset this momentum that Netherlands are just flying with right now.
Yeah, Netherlands getting the track pick, so this is looking bad for Austria because War Stadium for a top 4-6
Mm.
is pretty hard to take out the at least the top three spots. So let's see if they can do it, or if they maybe will send someone to back for shock at the very beginning.
Do you see someone pulling triple bananas very early into this race? So someone's going to bite the dust. I think it was Stir. So if it is Stir, that's actually pretty huge for Team Austria because not only is it a member from Team Netherlands being taken out on such a front heavy track or front heavy favored track, but a member like Stir as well, who is one of Team Netherlands' best runners.
Careful with that fire, and now it's a top four for Netherlands, I believe. The Shroom in
Yeah.
six, maybe triple greens or something. Yeah, triple greens in six now. So this is okay.
Oh,
That's not good.
oh no, it's gonna
Yeah,
connect with not only Aurora, but also Exeter too. So,
yeah.
I'm
I was
sure,
going to
Team
say,
Austria were they're planning to do some shifty business with Aurora's triple greens, but, Daisuke kind of pulling the trigger first and ooh.
falling off the track. He didn't want to hit his teammate, so he went wide, but too wide, I guess, and
Oh no.
miscommunication there, I believe.
Yeah, miscommunication
So
for sure.
yeah,
Either just too late of a call or I don't know, but assuming this is a bottom 3, maybe even a bottom 4
yeah.
for Team Austria does not surprise me in the slightest that they are opting to go for another shark, which right now they are not going to get. And I think they're going to want to try and get it at this next set because if they don't, then it will just be too late, right?
Yep,
Nope.
and he pulls a Star Build. So this is probably at least a top three for Netherlands because watching the pack, maybe a top five actually. I'm not
I
sure
think,
who
yeah,
those bullies
we
are,
do
but
see
yeah.
Jory back here, but I think that could have been Lin being taken out in a mid spot potentially, but no. Question is that another gigantic race for Team Netherlands, top 3
Yep.
5, and it was indeed Lin being taken out, which does kind of suck for Team Netherlands. But what doesn't suck is you're up by pretty much 100 points before the halfway mark, which, if I'm being frank right now, Canoso, not really what I was expecting.
Yep. Netherlands dominating the front presence for now. Let's see if some Austria players can make it to the front to give them battle because if Netherlands is just on the front and maybe one or two on the back with Austria, it's probably going to be a lot of more races, positive races for Netherlands because getting the front presence is pretty important. And if Austria don't get it,
Mhm.
is like they could lose the war in few races. But yeah, I hope Austria can give us the expectations we want for them because we know they're good and we know they can do it.
Indeed, and we are getting reports that me and Canoso, are a little bit ahead of the game when it comes to describing what we see on our screen. So we apologize for that. We will try and do what we can. Going
Of
into
course.
race number 6, though, we have Cheeseland, which if you're Team Austria,
Yep.
is kind
Resetting
of a
the
must, really.
positions
Yeah.
with the bagging track. Yeah. So now a bagging POV for Aurora, and I believe Daisuke is running. I'm not sure. Uh, so let's see if Team Austria can get the first shock at least, or maybe the second one, because I mean it's chase. It's we're probably looking at a two shock race. So starting fifth. So if Austria gets the shock, this is pretty good for them. But let's see. We know that Daisy is from Austria, so I believe this is a top 4 for Netherlands and third 3-5 for Austria. No, actually 3-4-5 for Austria.
Can we just talk about that chain that Aurora got? A golden and a single green in what I think fifth that was? That's such a strange chain, but hey, I wouldn't be too unhappy with
Yeah,
a golden in fifth, regardless. Aurora is now
I,
holding a dodge in fourth. So if there is
yeah,
a shock in play, this could be pretty huge
a
for
blue
Team
player now.
Austria.
Okay, Daisuke is in first, so he was indeed running. He's okay. The
Oh
Netherlands canceled the blue with the shock, and that ghost in third was taken out. So top 3 for no 2-3 now for Austria. Shroom in third. This is pretty good. Maybe he can get first. If okay, Shedder is probably getting first, and was I don't think that was Austria's shock, but it's looking good
no.
for Austria now.
Yeah, that was without a doubt a Team Netherlands shock, mainly by the blue being cancelled and also, more importantly, Aurora not dodging it. But as you said, there are quite a lot of Austrians up here, and oh
Oh, that's
no,
unfortunate.
carnage at the
Oh, and the
carnage
star.
at the last shortcut. Aurora going to be sent
Oh
straight
my
into the
god.
grated cheese, and despite that, not the never mind. There's a bottom three for Team Austria.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
actually just about to say not the worst race for Team Austria, as I did see, I think, like a 1-4-6 or something along the lines of that. But I then shift my eyes to the bottom of my screen and I see a bottom three, which is kind of problematic. Which, look, I mean, kind of doesn't really surprise me all too much with a shock from Team Netherlands on a track like Cheeseland. But yeah, that ending for Aurora was brutal, to say the least.
I don't even know what hit him because he used his horn
I know,
to
that's kind of
kill
crazy.
Alpaca and protect himself, but he just died with something, maybe a Lactril or something. But yeah, that's unfortunate, dude. From a potential fourth or fifth to last.
Definitely some sort of weird connection interaction there because, as you just said, we did see blatantly Aurora using his horn, but still getting hit pretty much through it. My guess is that on someone else's screen, Aurora got hit right before he used his horn, which I think is only it's the only real logical explanation in my eyes. But second half of this war now, Team Austria are down, I believe, by exactly 100, which it's not where you want to be, of course, but it is technically still doable. And if Austria do manage to come back, then it would be an impressive feat, no doubt. So good luck to them.
They will make history if they come back from this, to be honest.
They
And
would,
that
yeah.
will be so cool to see, actually. Okay, so now Aurora in 11. Let's see if he can get the double. Yeah, he can. So, oh, it's the single shroom, double single shroom in 11. That's not good. But
Mm.
yeah, I mean, 7th place. Two shrooms now looking a little bit better now, taking the cut. And now 2-3 with shrooms for Austria. Alpaco in first and 2-4 actually. So this is probably going to be a top 2. And front presence for Austria right now, 1-3 actually.
Gotta watch out as well, though, for this banana by Alpaco. There is at least a 1-3-4, maybe a 1-3-4-5 for Team Austria, which is definitely what they need on a running track like this, as Alan, I believe that was, is going to get taken out. And this blooper again is going to be messing up Aurora's lines. It's not the first time that's happened this war. So Alpaco is going to be breaking away just a little bit now, going into lap 3 of Hyrule Circuit. I do
Yeah,
want to say Team Austria are still holding down a few front 2 middle spots, though.
yeah. And also, I don't believe there's going to be a shock because the back in the back is pretty close. Like
Oh,
no one
gotta
back for
watch
shock
out. What about
on
green,
or
Aurora? Don't
yeah.
green yourself, dude. Yep. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Dude.
Also not double red, so he can take
Oh.
out Alpaca and he gets hit by his own green. That's not good. And now okay, also the plant. So okay. Oh, the shark. He got shocked into
I
the
mean,
boxes.
hey,
Maybe
he
he can
did
come
get
back.
chucked into boxes, but look, it's all Austrian members back here. Not entirely sure who that is in 12th. If you're Team Austria, you're going to be begging it. It's someone like Stir, which it is. 2, 4,
Well,
5. Hey, that's not terrible, but the 9, 10, 11 is going to put a fork in things, most definitely. And in all due respect to Aurora there, I I think that was kind of self-inflicted.
yeah. Also, I mean, I believe all started with him not doing the Nisk on lap 2 because he had a Shroom and decided to take the Shroom cut instead of Nisk. So if he did the Nisk and take cut starting lap 3, he would have probably been closer to Alpaco. So maybe he could have taken out with the green instead of hitting himself.
Yeah. See, it's just little micro mistakes like that, or just those little choices, literally make or break your race. What would have probably been a an easy second place, which is 12 points, ended up being just 2 points for
Hmm.
Aurora. So yeah, gotta watch out. You've got to be careful, and decision making is crucial in this game.
Twisted Mansion as our 8th race, I believe. So no bugs for Aurora. He's not getting the shroom cut, and now he's getting trailed. So yeah, Esther on the back now, and I believe Alan is in first, and 2 4 for Netherlands now.
Yeah, Alan is still in first though, and if you're Austria, you're gonna want that front presence now more than any time. So
Up
Daisuke
2,
currently
actually, I
chilling
believe. Yep.
in fourth, maybe fifth. Vantox is up here as well, though. It is indeed a top 2. 3-4-5, maybe 3-4-5-6, however. Indeed, 3-4-5-6 for Team Netherlands, as we do see someone taking cut. That might be Lin. So this could be a 3-4-5-6-7
Careful.
as that bomb going
Okay.
off, taking out Stir.
The triple bananas are going to be pretty clutch for Netherlands if he managed to take out at least one of the Austria players. Okay, he doesn't. Oof, careful with that bomb. And he's okay. Jory pull luck trail on Jory and luck killed by the
Oh,
boomerang. Yeah,
carnage.
Netherlands got the
Carnage
opportunity and
ensues.
yeah, Netherlands got
I
the
mean,
opportunity and they just got screwed by the lag.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of insane what happened there, but that most definitely. Oh, Aurora. Oh, I thought he was about to green himself again. That would have been really embarrassing. But yeah, that whole interaction definitely favored
I
um,
like that. Yeah, I like that
Team
play of
Austria.
Aurora slowing down the horn.
Yeah, that those triple greens are gonna do damage though. Also with that boomerang, that horn banana interaction. Blue shell coming in for possibly Team Netherlands here, which could be pretty big for Austria. Um,
Yeah. Mm, Actually, if it
mm,
is indeed okay, triple reds, that's
oh,
crazy good for Netherlands. Okay, Jory threw me up,
oh,
so he can't even use his reds, but yeah, that pull was so
oh.
crazy, dude. Yeah, he
Well,
managed to get fifth there.
both Stir and I think Alan or Nira being taken out right on the line. One
Yeah,
three five for Team Netherlands. Once again, going to be extending their extending their lead
like,
just slightly. Which, of course, if you are Team Netherlands, that is you will most certainly take that because you have this gigantic lead that you have already built up. So tie races, hell, even just slightly losing races. Uh, in your eyes, may as well be winning ones.
okay, so let's see what Aurora and Austria wants to pick for the ninth race: Super Bell Subway and Close Up Croix for Netherlands. 135. I'm not sure if it is the best option for Netherlands close up cross, but maybe the first place wants the track because they like it, and it's indeed the track pick. So let's see, close up cross, and probably well, if I'm Austria, I will probably go for shock. If we're not on at least 2-3 or something on the front,
Yeah.
on the first cannon.
That Daisy as well on the sports bike, they're not going to be able to take this super bounce just past turn one, which means they're going to lose. Austria are going to lose even more front presence at the start of this race. So, to be honest, not only that, but they actually ended up getting taken out anyway. So, yeah, Team Netherlands have kind of proved that they have the potential to just pretty much just run with these races. Excuse me, it's kind of a tongue twister as we see Aurora getting trailed off the first glider. Going to be an early bottom two, bottom three, with Alan being in 10th for Team Austria. So, as I said, it's looking like a shock is needed. Not even going for the double box there, Aurora. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, maybe he should have slowed down there to get the double box. I mean, he was not getting shocked unless he's crazy lucky on that set, but he needs to get on distance to get shocked now.
Mm.
And Daisuke in fifth with a green and a boomerang. A lot of buttocks in front of him. Also, Austria is in third. Was that red going for him? No, it wasn't. So,
Oh, that fire though from Vantox could be deadly, and I
and I
think
believe,
it was deadly,
well,
and so is that green though
yep.
onto Daisuke.
So I believe it is a top three for Netherlands. A good green there for by Shutter hitting out Daisuke. And okay, start triple shrooms in six. That's awesome. And
That's a
let's
really
see.
good ball.
I believe it's a top four, and top two is gone, dude.
Yeah,
Look at the map.
top two are absolutely gone for Team Netherlands. So unless there's no weird, crazy double shocks and shenanigans, hang on, there's the first. And whilst it's unlikely there is a second one, we don't know. But it must be said, Team Netherlands did get shocked onto Glider. So Is that actually a shock for Team Netherlands? Stir is carrying a Star into third place. They're
They're top
currently
6.
top 5. Are they
No, they're
top
top
6?
6, dude, yeah.
That was most definitely then a Netherlands shock, which is that's just insult to injury right now for Team Austria because they're the ones who need the shocks, but Team Netherlands, they're the ones that are getting it. Very late red shell, not even going to connect with Lynn. That's going to be a free top 6 for Team Netherlands. And as far as this war goes, that's all she wrote.
That's sad, dude. When you're so much in the front, top 4, top 3, top 5, and you also get the shock. Uh, that's sad for Austria, but wonderful work for Netherlands. They're getting the first top 6 of this war, and let's see if it's the only top 6 or if there is another one.
It's just moments like that, right? I'm sure Team Austria are probably thinking, why are we playing? Because they're the ones who are trying to go for the shock, but the game seems to be just kind of kissing Team Netherlands on the cheek, for at least for that race. Because, as you said, Team Netherlands were at least top 4, and I don't know if there were 1 or 2 members from Team Netherlands back in the bottom spots trying to fish something up, but well, they got it. They definitely got it, and that just gave them a 40-point advantage going into race number 10. And just look at this lead. This lead has just, you know, I don't want to make a pun, but it this war really has just been, blown out of the water.
Okay, dude. Okay, you should have done. Okay. Aurora in 10th place with a shroom. Dolphin Shoals, as you said, and let's see. Early drafts. Well, it was a top 6 for Netherlands, so they are probably still on the front. And yeah, it's looking like someone from Austria is in 6. Yeah, it's Nira, but top 5, 7, I'd say, for Netherlands now.
Yeah,
Okay.
cannot count out the possible shocks here as well, because not only are there a few bullet bill strats on this track just past these ramps, and also if you use it on the eel, it will take you to the finish line. Boomerang coming out, and well, it looked like it took out half the room.
Yep. And now, okay, I believe 2-3 for Austria because Alan and
Yes.
Nira are on the front now. I don't know if that will be is Austria or Netherlands. Probably Netherlands, I'd say. So yeah. Oh, nice banana there, taking out someone. I didn't see who that was, but yeah, nice banana.
The Ghost coming in from Team Netherlands, going to yoink away Aurora's triple shrooms as the fire comes in too, and now it's looking like, oh, not even getting that second box either. What is
Mm,
Exeter holding right now? Is that a shock? No, it is a
no, it's a
star.
star.
Damn, I think a shock could have been pretty huge for them. Alan is currently in first place. Let's see what Aurora pulls here. Oh, this bill is
Oh,
actually really big because this will just take him to the line if he uses it now. Yeah.
okay. And if he gets a shroom, he can shroom to the line on the final there. He's getting some spots, but unfortunately, it's just passing Austria members. So
Mm,
this is a top 4, I believe, for Netherlands. Yeah, top 4 for Netherlands. At least a
yeah,
top
another
2,
top
bottom
four.
2.
Yeah, the bottom two makes it only like around a plus 20, I think. Oh, I say only. I feel like I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff, but well, this war has definitely taken a turn that at least I know I did not expect. Uh, uh, Unfortunately for Team Austria, and of course, Team Austria, this loss is pretty devastating for them, but they are not out of it yet, as of course everyone does go against every other team once this weekend, so they do have a few other matches to redeem themselves.
Mm, yeah, but watching this war, I I don't want to say it is really hard for them to get onto the top 8 bracket, but I mean, it's the reality. It is hard, but hey, let's see if they
Oh,
can.
look.
They practice. They get a little bit more of luck than this war because I, as we could see with Aurora's POV, they didn't get that lucky because they do get the shocks and that's good for them. But
Mhm.
nah, some pools were just on the Netherlands side.
Yeah. And obviously, I don't want to sound too harsh here on Team Austria, but of course, it is only the top 8 teams at the end of this weekend who advance to the bracket. So the odds are most certainly against them after this pretty brutal loss. Because hey, there's not even any guarantee that Team Netherlands can make it into the top 8 because there's so many strong teams this year and so many strong teams in the group stages right now that, quite frankly, it's still all
Banana.
up in the air going into this first day. Still got another 2 days after this, of course. So we'll have to see how this weekend unfolds. And of course, best of luck to Austria. But as I said, the odds are most certainly against them as Aurora once again trying to go for a shock, but once again finding himself unsuccessful.
Okay, he's on distance. He should have slowed down a little bit to at least get the chain from the gold. But a bill in 10th, it is a bottom 3 for Austria right now. Bantax in ninth, and Alpaco and Jean in top 2 now, I'd say. Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
And okay, mm, this bill, he's not using his bill. Maybe Austria has the shock shader on the back there. I don't think so, but maybe.
It's entirely possible. Ooh, watch out with watch out for that wall there, Aurora. And
Okay,
you called it perfectly. The shock coming in for Team Austria. Oh, another bill as well coming in for Team Austria in a mid pack. Got to make sure this bill doesn't drop him off in the corner. Well, it did, but could have been a lot worse. The triple shrooms were kind of there to back him up anyway. Only sixth place though. Very, very tight pack going over that line. 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 12 for Team Austria. A much better race for them here.
yeah. That felt
We've seen earlier.
hard. Dude, if they get maybe 10th or something, a bottom 2 for Netherlands would have been so good for them. I mean, they can't win now, but
Mhm.
getting a less disadvantage will be cool.
I mean, yeah, you never know. This plus and minus, for all we know, could actually come into play by the end of the weekend if there are any weird situations with ties and draws and the like. So, guess we'll have to find out.
Race
But
11, Aurora doesn't know what to pick. Okay, they know. They want Electrodrome,
mm,
and let's
for their mid
see.
spots, yeah,
Yep.
Electrodrome is a good track for your mid spots because notably it's pretty easy to draft past turn past turn 2 if you don't count that first little jitter after the glider return. Because that's such a long straightaway where the pack is so close at the start of the race. Drafts are just well, they're pretty much everywhere. Going into race 12, actually, not even race 11. Race 12, Sunshine Airport coming in. This would be a Team Netherlands pick because not only is this seen as a whole as a pretty good front runner, but it's not too bad if you're starting in first and then also have a few mid spots too, because your mid spots, mid to low spots can pull shrooms, as we do see a few people doing. Daisuke and Vantox before Vantox did swiftly get redded out by Aurora. They can take the cut.
Yep. And now, wait, sorry. Aurora in 8 or 9 with a single shroom. Okay, he doesn't go for the double box, which is smart because it was so hard to get it. Okay, those bags were crazy, and also a bomb in play there, killing I think 2 or 3 people. So now Aurora in 5th. We do see 4-5 for Austria and Daisuke in 3rd right now. Okay, double shroom. He's going to take the cut here. and he's going to be in a really good spot if he doesn't get hit by something.
Well, there is a horn being held right now, but I do think that is his teammate in 5th. So 2-4-5 at least for Team Austria right now, which would make a 1-3 for Team Netherlands. Double shrooms right now. Alan's going to get taken out. A bomb in what was in first by someone. I think that was this Daisuke, yes. As Aurora opting to use his shroom to get ahead, not to get hit by Alpaco. Oh
Oh,
no.
that that random green for Daisuke is unfortunate. And the blue in play, so Aurora is going to be taken out by the blue, but Alan is
Mhm.
in first, so at least first for Aurora, for Austria now.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Aurora
2-3-4-5.
trailing his teammate there. Unfortunate, especially in a lap 3 situation like this. Got to slow down for that box. Not gonna get it.
Being a
Ooh,
little
that's
bit
going to
greedy
be
there.
yeah, just a bit too greedy. Almost had it, but I expect Aurora's going to be losing a few spots. In fact, no, he's actually
Okay,
going to be gaining 2 spots. 4th place. Wow. I'm actually
I believe
genuinely surprised.
yeah, I believe Alan clutched 2 backs there and two people from Netherlands, so really
Hmm.
good work for Alan there. And they got 1-4-5. I mean, at least they got. I think the 2 last races were positive for Austria.
Yeah, those last 2 races, last few races as a whole were pretty good for Team Austria. Much better than, well, much better than earlier on in the war. But, I think after, well, to be honest, just after the first few races, after race 3, race 4, the damage had already been done. I believe it was a 70-point advantage for Team Netherlands after race 3 or race 4, that's just so difficult to come back from, especially if you're not getting the track picks, if you're not getting the shocks that you need when you're trying to go for them. It's very, very easy for the enemy team to just snowball that momentum.
For sure. And also, we could see that in Cloud of Croix, Netherlands just set the war out. So because with the top 6 there, it's like okay,
Mm,
you got the W there. There's
yeah.
nothing Austria could have done there. There's something pissed.
All righty. And after that pretty dominant win from Team Netherlands, they are looking pretty good. They've started off this group stage with a bang. They are on they've given themselves a good head start this Friday evening. But next up, we have a saucy match, to say the least. We have Team England going up against Team Spain, 2 absolute titans of a team. So we will be covering that in just under 10 minutes' time. We will be
Yep.
taking a quick